Good morning, boys and girls. This morning I'm going to share a folk tale with you. This story is called The Little Red Hen. So here is the Little Red Hen. The Little Red Hen lived in a house with the dog, the cat, and the mouse. So the dog, the cat, the mouse, and the Little Red Hen all lived together in a house in the country. Well, the dog liked to sleep on the back porch all day. He just slept. The cat liked to sleep on the sofa all day. And the mouse liked to sleep in the chair by the fire. So that meant that the Little Red Hen had to do all the work. So the Little Red Hen did the laundry. The Little Red Hen cooked the dinner. The Little Red Hen did the dishes. The Little Red Hen vacuumed the floor. The Little Red Hen cleaned the window. The Little Red Hen pulled all the weeds out of the garden. And one day, when the Little Red Hen was pulling up the weeds in the garden, she found some seeds. And she was so excited that she found those seeds. She thought, who will help me? She said, who will help me? So she went to the dog and she asked the dog, will you help me? And the dog said, no. So she went and she asked the cat, cat, will you help me? And cat said, no. So she went and she asked mouse, will you help me? And mouse said, no. So all by herself, she planted the seeds. Then she knew that she needed to water them because they started to grow and they needed some water. And so she thought, who will help me? So she went and she asked dog, dog, will you help me? And dog said, no. So she went and she asked cat, cat, will you help me? And cat said, no. So she went and she asked mouse, will you help me? And mouse said, no. So all by herself, she watered the plants. Then pretty soon, they grew up tall into stalks of wheat. And she thought, who will help me? I need to cut the wheat. Who will help me cut the wheat? So she went and she asked dog, will you help me? Dog said, no. So she went and she asked cat, will you help me? Cat said, no. So she went and she asked mouse, Will you help me? No. So all by herself, she cut down the wheat. Pretty soon, the next thing she needed to do was take the wheat to the mill to make flour. And she thought, who will help me take the wheat to the mill to make flour? So she asked the dog. Will you help me? Dog said, no. So she asked cat. Will you help me? No. So she asked mouse. Will you help me? No. So all by herself, she took the wheat to the mill to grind into flour. So then she has this big bag of flour and she thinks, who will help me bring this flour home? So she asked dog, will you help me? Dog said, no. So she asked cat, will you help me? The cat said, no. So she asked mouse, will you help me? And mouse said, no. So all by herself, she carried the bag of flour. She decided that she was hungry and wanted to make some bread. So she knew she had to mix in a bowl some eggs, some butter, some flour, some milk to make the bread. So she thought, who will help me mix all these things together? So she asked the dog, will you help me? And the dog said, no. So she asked the cat, will you help me? And the cat said, no. So she asked the mouse, will you help me? And mouse said, no. So all by herself, she mixed the ingredients to make the bread. Next thing she needed to do was put it in the oven. She thought, who will help me put this mix into the oven? So she asked the dog, will you help me? And dog said, no. So she asked the cat, will you help me? And cat said, no. So she asked the mouse, will you help me? And mouse said, no. So all by herself, she put it in the oven. So then she had this delicious bread, and the dog could smell the bread. That smells so good. The cat could smell the bread. That smells so good. And the mouse could smell the bread. That smells so good. And the little red hen wondered, who will help me eat it? Me. I'll help you eat it. Yum, yum, yum. And the little red hen said, you didn't help me plant the seeds or water the seeds or cut down the wheat or take the wheat to the mill or bring the flour home or mix the batter or bake the bread. None of you helped me at all. So I don't think you need to help me eat it. So she cut up the bread. She put some butter on it and ate it all up, all by herself. After that, guess who helped out? Yeah, the dog, the cat, and the mouse all learned that helping was a really important thing to do. Because it's not fair that the little red hen did all of the work. So then they all lived happily ever after, helping each other at their home. The end. Well, I hope you had fun listening to the story of the little red hen and how she baked the bread all by herself, and how the dog, the cat, and the mouse learned that they should help too. I wonder if there are things at your house that you can help with. Can you help fold the laundry? Can you help put the dishes away? Can you help cook dinner? I wonder what are some things that you can help your mom or dad or grandma or auntie with at the house. I'd love for you to take a video or a picture and show me what you can do to help. Or maybe you want to practice writing the word no and Y-E-S, yes. No, N-O, yes, Y-E-S, yes. Maybe you can practice writing those words. Or maybe you can tell the story of the little red hen. I can't wait to see the pictures and videos that you send, and your teachers can't too, because we miss you. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye.